You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Well, race baiting is a business. And for some, business is good, I guess. Although there are starting to be real chinks in the armor known as wokeness. And certainly the ability to monetize that wokeness from members of the media. Now, look, one area of the media, one faction of the media has been Deadspin. Now, pretty much they only have one bullet that they shoot, and they're sort of the Joy Reid of online media rags. Everything is about race. And look, that's going to cost some elections for Democrats in November. Well, not to get too political, but let's just be honest. They drug politics into sports. So, we're fighting a little fire with fire, right? Fire. So, let's get to Deadspin, who claims that if it was Kevin Love locked up in Russia right now, Kevin Love would already be home. Now, I think there's one easy way to disprove this. But let's get to the article nonetheless from Deadspin. If Brittney Griner were Kevin Love, she'd already be home. Let me just point something out. If Brittney Griner hadn't allegedly took in vape cartridges with cannabis oil, she would already be home. Ooh. I mean, just one point of fact. If she hadn't allegedly broke Russian law, Brittney Griner would be at home right now playing in the WNBA for the Phoenix Mercury. She did that shit, okay? Allegedly. Oh, man, here we go. Black people have it hard. Black women have it harder. Black gay women, let's get the trifecta going on. Black gay women have it hardest. It's tough being a triple minority in America, but especially in Russia. Let's go for the hat trick of wokeness. Oh, fuck. After the news that Brittney Griner's detainment has been extended and that Russia has denied all three of the U.S. Embassy's attempts to visit her, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has announced the league will work, quote, side by side with the WNBA in hopes of bringing her home. Quote, we've been in touch with the White House, the State Department, hostage negotiators, every level of government, and also through the private sector as well, Silver told ESPN. Our number one priority is health and safety and making sure she gets out of Russia. If you haven't noticed that the whole, quote, staying quiet about her situation idea hasn't worked, now it's time to get loud. Because, again, Vladimir Putin cares about your GD wokeness. He really gives a shit. Okay. And as we send our, quote, thoughts and prayers her way in hopes of more media attention, is media attention really going to help her? I mean, I'm just wondering. Is more media attention, or is that actually going to hurt her? Could that actually anger Vladimir Putin? That's what I'm wondering. Now he might really try to use her as a playing card here. If the more attention, mainstream attention this gets, the added muscle with the NBA can flex will end this nightmare. It's really hard to think about how Brittney Griner wouldn't be in this situation if she wasn't, quote, Brittney Griner. Sure, we can spend time discussing the wage gap or why America just doesn't seem to love the NBA as it should. Listen, man, sports fans like what they like. If people don't find the WNBA entertaining, then as Americans, we don't have to watch the sons of bitches play ball. Okay? How about that? Which would increase salaries and keep players home. But if we want to have an honest conversation about this, It's based on the fact that Griner is black, tall, and lesbian. All right. A 6'9" black woman with visible tattoos, dreadlocks, and a confident and cool masculine energy that Putin wishes he had. Okay. Who is open about the life she leads and who she loves, is the perfect, quote, type for a rich Russian dictator to make an example out of. All the while knowing that she isn't the, quote, type that her country would do anything for to free. Look, if it was Joe Schmo, a-hole, nothing would really be done right now. Okay? Let's be real. Her being a WNBA star has gotten her more play than the average American ever in life would get in this situation. Are you kidding me right now? I mean, come on. In case you haven't noticed, you notice this guy right here? His name is Trevor Reed. He was a white dude, an ex-military Marine that was locked up since 2019. Since 2019. Okay? She's been detained since mid-February. And everybody's beating the bushes, and you can't see the privilege there, Deadspin? Really? Okay. If this was Nancy Kerrigan, here we go with race, she would already be home. And if the genders were reversed, this would never happen to Kevin Love. You're probably right, because I would be willing to bet Kevin Love wouldn't be so stupid as to carry cannabis oil and vape cartridges into Russia where it's illegal. And if you know that country frowns on the alphabet community, maybe a person shouldn't go there to play basketball. I'm just saying. It's risk versus reward, and the risk was too high. Okay? That's not America's politics. That's Russia's. Have some self-awareness in this situation. But Karen, what does Kevin Love have to do with this? Nothing. Really? However, his career is very similar to Griner's, and he's a great example of how race and gender play a role in how this story has been covered, in the extent of resources that have been used and unused to free Griner. For instance, Love and Griner are almost the same height. Griner is listed 1 inch taller than the 6'8" Love. Both were McDonald's All-Americans in high school, were a big reason why their team made it to the Final Four in college, made an impact in changing how the power forward center positions are played, and they both won championships in the NBA and WNBA. Straight white men with that kind of basketball resume don't find themselves locked in Russian jails for months over weed oil. Again, it's Russia's laws, not ours, although the shit is illegal here in some places too. Besides, the NBA is one place on earth where Love is a minority, given the small number of American-born white players that thrive in his league. A player that looks like Love and has his pedigree and resume would never be over in Russia playing because they'd get to spend their offseason as a multimillionaire working in the wine industry, as Love does as a partner with Chosen Family Wines. This isn't about black or white, or man or woman, except you've made it that. It's about the privilege that gets bestowed upon certain people by society when you're a certain race, gender, or sexual identity. Kevin Love hasn't done anything wrong here, but he is a great example of someone with a similar resume to Griner's that would never be in the situation that she's in. And while it's great that the NBA, WNBA, and other government officials are working to free Griner, we need to also realize this is an opportunity to change things here in America so the next Brittney Griner never has to play in Russia again. So, whoever this writer is, and I don't give a shit who you are, really. I mean, come on. He thinks this is all our fault. Brittney Griner being locked up in Russia is all our fault. It's your fault. Your 147,000 subscribers, every one of you sons of bitches, it is your fault. It's my sons of bitchin' fault that we're not interested in the WNBA. I'm sorry, but a lot of women's sports don't pull in the viewers, and in turn doesn't make the revenue. And that's our fault as consumers, as free Americans, to be able to consume and watch whatever we feel like we're interested in, the ability to turn on and off the television. And yeah, you're absolutely making this about race, because you wouldn't have started this article with the hat trick of virtue signaling. Black women have it harder. Black gay women have it harder. It's tough being a triple minority in America, but especially in Russia. So hell yes, you're making this about virtue signaling. You're making this about political ideologies. I dare say Brittney Griner's got a damn sight more play than Trevor Reed, the Marine that was locked up, ever got. I mean, come on. This has been all over the place. Brittney Griner. Did he have an NBA commissioner trying to get him out of Russia right now? And look, again, some self-awareness. If Brittney Griner really did the things that Russia is saying she did, there's video out there in customs, by the way, then probably not a great idea to go into that country knowing how they feel about certain things, including your lifestyle. I'm sorry, but there are other countries to play basketball in too, by the way. It is what it is. I mean, God, it's unbelievable. No, Kevin Love's ass probably wouldn't have brought vape cartridges filled with cannabis oil into Russia. He probably wouldn't have done that. You're right. You're right. But guess what? In this day and time, him being white would probably cause Joe Biden's administration and the Democrats setting their asses up there, coddling and catering to the progressive left. The media would probably be largely silent on Kevin Love right now. You're right. You're right. It would be different. My guess, it would be harder on Kevin Love in today's climate. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. This peckerhead ran me hot. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.